Hey everyone, so here we are. Let's look back. The Bears tight end room in 2022 was Cole Kmet, Ryan Griffin, and Trevon Wesco. I don't even remember him. 2 years later, we've got Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, and now the Chicago Bears just signed veteran Mercedes Lewis. I mean, this group as a whole, it's in such better shape as a position group, and they just went through an overhaul, not getting enough attention. Good job again. Once again, Ryan Poles. So, what's Mercedes Lewis's role with the Chicago Bears in 2022? First off, Mercedes Lewis just turned 40 years old, and I'm going to go to this story on yahoo.com. Frankly, you can get this info anywhere, but here he is. Welcome back, guy. So, this will be his 19th year in the NFL. This will also mark his second stint with the Chicago Bears. And his signing, that'll also mean that the confidence in the players the Bears have in-house, they're just not in as number 3. Steven Carlson, he's also on the roster right now, but he's a distant 4th on the depth chart with the signing of Everett previously, and now Lewis. And frankly, he was never going to come into 2024 as the number 2 or even the number 3 option on the team at this position. He only appeared in one game in 2023. That was his first season with the Bears after spending the previous 2 with the Cleveland Browns. And just, it's really unfortunate. He's just been injured pretty much his whole career, and his future with the team is pretty cloudy. He'll likely land on the practice squad either with us or another team. And Brendan Bates, he was brought in as an undrafted free agent out of Kentucky. I like this kid a lot when we brought him in. He's big. He can block incredibly well. He can catch the ball a little bit. And he might be the only one to challenge for number 3 in this tight end room with Mercedes Lewis. But my money is on Lewis taking this job. So I'm going to close this down. But check out that profile. So let's look at this a little bit. What's exactly going on? Lewis, he joins a tight end room that now consists of Kmet, Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett signed a 2-year deal with Chicago this offseason. Kmet, he's coming off a career year with the Bears. He hauled in 73 catches for 719 yards and 6 touchdowns. Everett, looking at him, he had 51 catches for 411 yards and 3 touchdowns with the LA Chargers last season. So, I mean, Kmet and Everett, they'll be the main contributors at tight end. They'll be the main guys that you see filling up the stat sheet. But Lewis, he's going to once again serve a key role as a blocker. And this is in Shane Waldron's offense with rookie quarterback Caleb Williams taking over. I mean, he didn't exactly have a Pro Bowl year for the Bears last season, but there must be some value here. What's the value beyond blocking? And I think this is actually what makes me pretty excited about bringing him back. And to get a view of that, let's look back to last year. If you guys want to, I checked out an article on chicagobears.com that ran after the win against Arizona. So let's just go to that story. So he got his first touchdown of the season in Sunday's win over the Cardinals. Such a good reaction from his teammates. And this is from the article last year. In honor of the 18-year veteran's nickname, Big Dog, Bears players, they barked like dogs after Lewis caught a 1-yard touchdown pass from Justin Fields. And this is from Coach Flus. The guys just love him for who he is. He's a special, special guy. He's really done a nice job of leading, not only in the tight end room, but also he helps with the offense and the whole football team. He's a sounding board for me many times, and he's just done a fabulous job. So, I mean, Flus, he said it. He said why I'm excited about him joining this team. And he's going to be a valuable member of this squad, which is one of the youngest in the NFL. He'll be a steady locker room presence with almost 2 decades of experience. He's a great blocker in his own right, which is what Shane Waldron asks of his third tight end. And frankly, this is a super young offense, right? Under a new scheme, he can provide a ton of mentorship on and off the field for these players. And this guy, his main value might not even be on the field. That's what I'm saying. New weapons, new offense, new offensive coordinator. Maybe Lewis is there to be the glue guy, which I see huge value in. And he might be more of a coach on the field than an offensive contributor filling out the stat sheet, right? But there's not really a better inline blocker than him in the league. Lewis is one of the best. And like I said over the weekend, you've heard this phrase, right? The best ability is availability. He's only missed one game since 2020, and he's just had a really nice career, and there's still gas left in the tank to fill this number three role. I'm just really glad he's back, and it shows that this front office is still going to bring in some significant veterans still. I mean, keep an eye still for a veteran defensive line. I think that's still going to happen, being picked up in the next couple months as well. I mean, you can look at Yannick Ngakwe as one of those. You can look at Campbell. That there are some other choices out there. Ugba, there's some choices out there that could be a big boon to this team, but they're going to be signed for cheap late in the offseason. And frankly, I don't think these veterans want to go to camp anyways. So last year, what did Lewis do? He played all 17 games, 4 catches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Last year, he was the team's only position player over 32 years old. And now he's joined by veteran Keenan Allen with a similar designation on this young team. And I'm excited about that, bringing in Keenan Allen, because the amount of experience that both of these guys will provide in the meeting room, plus the ability to fill their roles at a high level. Once again, Mercedes Lewis is going to ask to be an inline blocker. He has plenty ability to still do that and do it at an elite level. Lewis, he's just a nice little ad, and I think it's going to pay off in ways that we aren't going to see during game time. And he provides a nice blocking complement once again to both Komet and Everett. They're exclusively receiving tight ends, and I agree with the Yahoo story as well. On a team that's so young, Hard Knocks, they're going to be showing us a lot about Caleb Williams, right? A lot about Rome Odunze, the offensive installation at Shane Waldron's offense, but the storyline of an elder statesman mentoring and being the glue to bring this team together, that story card, it's likely going to be played with some camera time for Mercedes Lewis, and I'm here for it. He's a lot of fun in interviews. He should be entertaining. So a bit about how he came into the league as I wrap up and what his history is before becoming a Bear. He was a first round pick, number 28 overall. That's crazy. In the 2006 NFL draft out of UCLA. So, I mean, a first rounder as a tight end, that's quite a pedigree. And he played 12 seasons for the Jacksonville Jaguars, 5 for the Green Bay Packers. I hope we're not getting another cast off from them that's going to ruin our team like the center and the tight end that we had last year. But anyways, he's entering his second campaign with the Bears, so we should be safe. A fun thing to check out, and this will be a lot of fun. Lewis could also set a record this year. If he appears in 4 games, that seems likely, right? Lewis will pass Jason Witten for the most career games played by a tight end. Witten currently holds a record at 271 games, and Lewis, he's third at 268, behind Tony Gonzalez. Haven't heard that name in a long time. He's at 270. So there's so many reasons that this is a good signing. I just love how this roster is coming together, and just this offseason in general has been so much fun. This is yet just another piece of the puzzle. And sometimes the pieces that make a difference are the glue guys, these smaller moves. And that's fine. We'll keep our eyes on the marquee guys, but this is just a really good signing, and I wanted to make you aware of it. So you guys bear down. It's been a great offseason. Let's continue to walk through it together, and I'll talk to you soon. See you.